This golden tongue of mine, I slay syllables profusely. With my infinite sophisticated vocabulary, I use my inadequate undocumented education, my imbecilic Neanderthal mentality, and my psychological, philosophical incompetence to best validate and elaborate what I'm saying to be completely adamant, randomly, creatively, originally, metaphorically, incoherently, literally, while I'm neutral on the subject of anti-establishmentarianism, spell it forwards and backwards. ANTIDISESTABLISHMENTARIANISM. Now spell it backwards in hypnotism. MSINAIRATNEMHSILBATSESIDITNA. Now supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, spell it forwards. SUPERCALIFRAGILISTICEXPIALIDOCIOUS. Now spell it backwards. Ferocious, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, spell it backwards. SUOICODIALAIPXECIATSILACREPUS, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, and anti-establishmentarianism, spelled forwards and backwards. Two longest words in the English dictionary, spelled forwards and backwards. The tongue may hide the truth, but the eyes never. I like a child who saves their favorite food on the plate for last. I try to save all thoughts of you for the end of the day, so I can dream with the taste of you on my tongue. Just remember, when someone has an accent, it means that he knows one more language than you do. For me, you are fresh water that falls from the trees when it has stopped raining. For me, you are cinnamon that lingers on the tongue and gives bitter wood sweetening. For me, you are the scent of violins and vision of valleys smiling. And still, for me, your loveliness never ends. It traverses the world and finds its way back to me, only me. German is my mother tongue, and as so much more natural to me, but I consider Sazak much more affectionate, which is why your letter removes, speaker forever removes, several uncertainties. I see you more clearly, the movements of your body, your hands so quick, so resolute. It's almost like a meeting. The best time for you to hold your tongue is the time you feel you must say something or bust. I see a ton, some assholes licking my peat hole. It is no nation that we inhabit, but a language, make no mistake. Our native tongue is our true fatherland. The chatterer reveals every corner of his shallow mind. A bitter man needs to place his troubles on the front of his tongue so that they taste sweet. Nothing compliments a fast mind better than a slow tongue, and nothing aggravates a slow mind better than a fast tongue. There are many things which can not be expressed by words. There are many words which cannot be spelled by human tongue. There are many tongues which utter one single truth. Words can be medicines. They can also be poisons. Words can heal. They can also kill. It all depends on how, when, and where they are used, and against whom. Let us not abuse our words. It is a misuse of the tongue. A woman's weapon is her tongue. Be polite in your speeches. Good information rudely communicated will make no positive difference. Once upon a time, there were two countries at war with each other. In order to make peace after many years of conflict, they decided to build a bridge across the ocean. But because they never learned each other's language properly, they could never agree on the details. So the two halves of the bridge they started to build never met. To this day, the bridge extends far into the ocean from both sides and simply ends halfway, miles in the wrong direction from the meeting point, and the two countries are still at war. It's now that what enters men's mouths that's evil. It's what comes out of their mouth that is your skull and closes your brains. But never forget that anytime you open your mouth to talk, you have opened your mind for the entire world to see what is hidden in there. Thieves and liars kill indirectly, unintentionally, with no other weapon than their tongues and malice. Every time you speak, you're either building up yourself for the better, or you are limiting yourself for the worse. Words carry power. Therefore, before you speak out, speak in and test your words. You don't need to kill with a sword. The tongue can do equally a better job, and police will knock on your door. Remember that it is quicker to destroy than build, so be careful of what you do, even with your own tongue. Her beauty was enough to get her into most any situation she desired, and her tongue, sharp and venomous, was enough to get her out again. The tongue is a soft weapon that kills subtly. To know if someone can speak offensively or politely, don't give him a poem to recite, don't give him a song to sing, just engage him in arguments, and you will know it for yourself who he is. Watch your mouths. The language we use creates the reality we experience. Many believers use a truth as a license to righteously diminish other reputations. I don't need a ton for her to read the rage in my eyes. Ignorance is no reason with a fool for holding his tongues. I had killed our careful relationship by driving my tongue through its heart and pushing it off a cliff. Each letter of the alphabet is a steadfast, loyal soldier and a great army of words, sentences, and paragraphs and stories. One letter falls, and the entire language falters. If there isn't one idea, one area of me that devil's got a hold of, it's my tongues. Forget about that and kiss me. I say I weave my hands in her hair. She wraps her arms around my neck as I trace the valley between her lips with my tongue parting her lips. I deepen the kiss. It's like a tango. First moving slow and rhythmic, and when we're both panting and our tongues collides, the kiss turns into a hot, fast dance. I never want to end. Her kisses may have been hot, but are even more sensual, sexy, and extremely addictive. We're still in the car, but it's cramped, and the front seats don't give us enough room. Before I know it, we've moved to the back seat. Still not ideal, but I hardly notice. I'm so again into her moans and kisses, hisses on hands in my hair, and the smell of vanilla cookies. I'm not going to push her too far tonight, but without thinking, my hand slowly moves up her bare thigh. It feels so good, she says breathlessly. I lean her back while my hands explore on their own. My lips caress the hollow of her neck as I ease down the strap to her dress and bra. In response, she unbuttons my shirts. And when it's open, her fingers roam over my chest and shoulders, searing my skin. You're perfect, she pants. Right now, I'm not gonna argue with her, moving lower my tongues. Follows a path down to her silky skin, exposed to the night air. She grabs the back of my hair, urging me on. She tastes so damn good, too good. Caramello. I pull away a few inches and capture her gaze with mine. Those shining sapphires glowing with desire. Talk about perfect, I want you. Chala, I say, my voice harsh. I have sophisticated vocabulary, usematic, and documented education, my psychological encounters, elaborate what I'm saying, completely adamant, random, it's conscious, aggravating, coin, I mean, new shows, but the subject, or rather, he was sad because that morning he understood that he'd understood nothing, because while he still understood nothing, he wasn't sad at all. But now that he'd understood nothing, he felt sad. If you follow, twist a tongue, and a twist, how many twists can a tongue twist around a twisting tongue? Monuments make momentous men immortal, but more memorable are mortal men, making mere moments monumental. Twist a tongue, and tongue a twist. How many twists can a tongue twister twist around her twisting tongue? If a tongue twister's tongue could twist, how many twists would a tongue twister's tongue twist while their tongue was a twisting? When you see a stranger, your mouth start dancing like convulsion. But no name has ever equaled the odd name of triple, a bipple, a leopold, a dapple, a quadruple, a dop smith, a funny it being homework. You think home would be where it's supposed to be, but no, I need it at school, but you can't call it a schoolwork because that's just stuff you do at school, but it really is schoolwork you do at home. Then bring it back so you could call it home, a schoolwork. But either way, it's not here, and I need to get it from home and get it to school. So home is where I need to go now. So you drugged me with a drug that would keep the drug I might eat from drugging me just in case. Peter Piper, pick up peppers, Peter Pitt, Betty Barber, some butter, the batter, put the butter, my batter, twas better, butter, Peter Piper, put the pack of pickle peppers. She sells seashells by the seashore, infinitely for all of eternity. She keeps speaking to me. How much wood from the woodchuck chucking wood from Peter Barber, butter. A big black bear sat on a big black burger nursery. A flea and a fly flew up in a flue. A happy hippo hopped and hiccuped. a noisy noise, a noise, an oyster, a proper copper coffee pot, a shapeless, a sash, sags slowly, a synonym, for cinnamon is a cinnamon synonym, an ape hates grape cakes, Betty bought Betty bought butter, but the butter was bitter, so Betty bought a better butter to make the bitter butter better. A Billy Bob blabbered boldly, a black bug's blood, a blue gun, a green glue gun. Can you can a can as a canner? Can a can? Cooks cook. Cupcakes quickly, double bubble gum, bubbles double. Eddie edited it. 11 benevolent elephants, 11 elves licked 11 little licorice lollipops. Elizabeth has 11 elves and her elm tree. 4 furious friends fought for the phone. Fred fed Ted bread, and Ted fed Fred bread. Yellow brother, purple jet, red jam, black bread. Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear, Fuzzy Wuzzy had no hair, Fuzzy Wuzzy was there, Fuzzy Wuzzy. Give Papa a cup of proper coffee and a copper coffee cup. A good blood, bad blood. A Greek grapes, a green glass globs. A glow greenly. He threw free balls through tall trees. How can a clam cram in a clean cream can? How many cans can a canner can? If a canner can cans. A canner can. As many cans as a canner can. If a canner can cans. How many yaks could a yak pack? If a yak pack could pack yaks. How much wood would a woodchuck could chuck wood? I saw a cat eating chicken in the kitchen. I saw Susie sitting in a shoe shine shop. I scream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream. I fought a fought, but the fought I fought wasn't the fought I fought. I wish to wish you wish to wish. But if you wish to wish of a witch wishes, I won't wish to wish, you wish to wish. It practices. If practice makes perfect and perfect needs practice, I'm perfectly practiced and practically perfect. Nothing slick about the size of the nothing significant about the size of a tongue, says Socrates, spitting rhymes incoherently. The only true wisdom is in knowing you know nothing. The unexamined life is not worth living. I cannot teach anybody anything. I can only make them think. There is only one good knowledge and one evil ignorance. Be kind, for everyone you meet is fighting a hard battle. Strong minds discuss ideas. Average minds discuss events. Weak minds discuss people. Wonder is the beginning of wisdom. To find yourself, think for yourself. Education is the kindling of a flame, not the filling of a vessel. By all means, marry. If you get a good wife, you'll become happy. If you get a bad one, you become a philosopher of this golden tongue of mine. Hiss and rhymes.